guys, welcome to video number 2 in the Kitchen Table Stamper Spruced Up Mega Stamp-A-Stack card class. Now this is a mega class and we started with a getting started video. I recommend you check that one out if you're doing the Spruced Up Mega Stamp-A-Stack class, especially with the packet. It's going to help you with all of the paper cutting so that you can get all 15 cards exactly like mine if you want them. So there's a couple of patterns that repeat themselves throughout the designs, and I show you exactly how to cut and get your paper. We also go through how to get your layers from the packet, both the outside embossed and the inside layer. And this is our first design. There will be 5 videos in this series. The packet makes 15 cards, 3 of this. This is video number 2 and the card that we're making today. Video number 3 will make Merry, Merry Christmas. I love this card. I think this one might be my favorite. And we're going to make this one in video number 3. The packet makes 4 of this card. And then we've got in video number 4, Happy, Happy, Happy Christmas with the 3 ornaments. I just love this card class. It's a little bit unusual with its bold color palette for the holidays. And here is our 3rd design. Our final video will be for our 4th design, this Merry Christmas, and the kit makes 4 of this. So 15 cards total, and we've already done our designer series paper cutting. We've got 2 pieces for this one, and it makes 3 copies. In your class packet, you'll have your envelope with your card base and then the die cut pieces that we did for you. All right, so the class packet comes with all of your colored cardstock for die cutting, white for your layers and stamping, black for your embossed layers. You can do that with any folder you like. We use the Merry Melody. Each of your class packet, each of your cards in the packet comes in the envelope with the basic die cutting and punching done for you. You get 2 sheets of each of the Celebrate Everything Host Designer Series paper, half a packet of iridescent pearls, and a 3rd pack of gingham ribbon, all in this packet. kitchentablestamper.com/shop, and then sort in the right-hand menu for class packet if you'd like to find one of those packets and see if they're still available. You'll have 3 of this design in your packets, and we already did the die cutting for you for your scallop edge. Now, this scallop edge is this large pierced scalloped rectangle, and we have just cut off an edge for you. And then that's basic black. Using basic white, we die cut a rectangle for you. These are the stitched rectangle dies. We call this one F. It's somewhere in the middle, and size-wise, it's 3 11/16 by 1 11/16. All right, let's go ahead and adhere these layers that we prepared in the Getting Started video. This is exactly where we left off in the Getting Started video. We're going to take our 8.5 by 5.5 basic black cardstock, score at 4 1/4, fold for a standard card, and then adhere our embossed panel. The panel is 4 by 5 1/4. All right, then to the inside of the card, we've already stamped our inside greeting. This basic white panel is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and we used the Stamparatus to do this greeting and to do it the same for all 15 cards. We want to get our holiday cards done. We want them to look beautiful and finished on the inside and not leave too much space where we have to write a novel. We're probably making 25 or 35 or 55 or 105 cards, so we want the insides finished so we can just sign. Now we cut our designer series paper ahead of time too. Our Granny Apple Green is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4, and our ornament is 2 by 4. And I walk through exactly how to get all of those pieces for 15 cards out of that paper pack with the biggest possible scraps, so you'll have more of this awesome paper to play with. We're just going to adhere these designer series paper layers right onto our card front. I love this paper. I love the bright colors and the whimsical patterns. There are so many wonderful things to choose from in this paper pack. Of course, you can make these cards your own. Do different pieces of the same size from the pack, mix and match, or do them exactly like I do for a no-brainer. Stamp a stack and get those holiday cards done. Now the next thing I want to do is just add a little adhesive down the edge of the scallop, and I'm going to adhere it low of center to my basic white, and I'm going to let that dry for a second. I'm going to just set these aside while we do some stamping and die cutting. All right, let's take a look at our sample here. We have two different ways to do this card. We've got with the Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green, Pacific Point, or you can do Granny Apple Green, Shaded Spruce, Poppy Parade for your ornament. Either way, they look fantastic, or mix and match and do whatever color combination you like. In your packet, you had half sheets of basic white, of basic black, crushed curry, and you're going to need some of those now. And you can see that I've gone ahead and done my Stamp-a stack. I like to take these Stamp-a stack class packets and put them together on video from the actual packet that you're going to receive in the mail. That way I know that you're going to get everything you need and enough of everything you need. So that's what I do. I open up the packet and I do it. I do the class just as you're going to do it from the packet to make sure that everything that you need is in the packet. All right, we're featuring the Spruced Up bundle. This is my Spruced Up bundle, and we are going to use the ornament, and we're going to do this Poppy Parade version. So we've got the this long skinny ornament, and we're going to ink up well with Poppy Parade and stamp one of those. And then we've got this round ornament here. We're going to ink that up in Granny Apple Green. Give that a stamp. And I'm going to do my snowflake with Pacific Point. I'm going to clear away these ink pads for just a minute. And we're going to switch to our sentiments. We'll give these a minute to dry before we die cut them. And of course, if you're doing the Stamp-a stack, you might just do all of your stamping for all of your projects all at once, for all of your cards all at once. But for the sake of the video, I'll demonstrate each one individually. All right, so we've got this basic black, and we're going to do our sentiments ransom note style. Got some Versamark here, and I've got some white embossing powder. I like to dump them out of the little canister into these little tubs. I do not like embossing powder everywhere. And I'm just going to take this bit that I have right here. I'm going to cut away because I like to deal with the smallest piece here so that I can just dip my cardstock into the powder instead of have to sprinkle and then collect the powder. Got an embossing buddy from the embossing kit, and I'm going to just wipe a little bit of powder across my basic black scrap. We're going to do Happy Christmas, and we're going to just cut this out ransom note style. So we'll stamp Christmas, we'll stamp Happy, then bring that to the tub of embossing powder, tap off the excess, and you want to run through again. And I'll just flick away any grains that are too close to my greeting. If it's really close to the greeting and you don't want it there, you can use the tip of your scissors or a soft paintbrush. Just get rid of any speckles that you don't want while you work right over the tub. All right, let's heat this and set it. I like to use a clothespin. You can use the reverse tweezers from the embossing kit if you've got that kit, and hold your paper. Keep your fingers out from underneath this heat tool. We're gonna go ahead and let it warm up for a second and then heat to change. There we go. And let's cut this out ransom note style. And the fun part about ransom note style is it does not have to be perfect. We don't want to give Barbie a haircut and end up with nothing left. Just follow along the words as close as you like. All four sides, just trim them. It's a whimsical kind of style, so there's no need to overthink it. And that is me talking to me. I am not good at not perfectly straight. But this ransom note style allows us to just have this kind of fun greeting that just kind of cascades away from the ornament, and we don't have to think too hard about it. In fact, the less that you fuss with it, the nicer it's going to turn out. I've got some black Stampin' Dimensionals here, and I'm just going to cut these. This is the regular size ones in half, and add some Stampin' Dimensionals to the back of my little ransom note greetings. I love these black Stampin' Dimensionals. If you get the class packet, don't usually talk about it, but I throw a little gift in the back of the class packets, and just, oftentimes it's some dimensional. Sometimes it'll be new in color cardstock or something like that, but most of the time it's the dimensionals that you need to do your class packet. And this time I'm giving the black ones because I want you to see how awesome they are. All right, let's put these guys aside with our card that we're working on, and we're going to grab some of this crushed curry. Now, if you want your stars to stick on flat, as we do for this design, the very best way to do that is to use your adhesive sheets. I've got some right here, and I'm going to take a piece. Let's see. Here we go. Here's a nice scrap. Stampin' Up! Adhesive sheets split in 3 pieces or 3 places straight down the back of the adhesive sheet. So just keep that in mind as you're determining your placement for these. I don't mind it, but if you find yourself not wanting to peel where there's a break, then cut along the strips and just use pieces like this. All right, so we've got our adhesive back paper there, and it's nice and sticky. We're going to add a piece of this crushed curry, and what I'll do with this is I'll cut right along here, and then I will cut right along here, so I know that I'm going to get a nice adhesive back star from that scrap. I kind of practice scrap hygiene a little bit as I go so that I can get the most from this adhesive paper. I want to use it all. I don't want to throw away any unused bits, okay? All right, let's get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in here, and we're gonna die cut the stars and those images that we stamped earlier and the top for our ornament, all from the Spruced Up Outlines dies from our bundle here. All right, so the nice part is you're gonna get one set of all the images you need for each card in one pass. So if you organize your machine, you'll get everything you need just one crank through. All right, we've got all of our die cut pieces. Let's bring our card and our sample back in here. And I want to take this little hanger, this little top for my ornament, and adhere it to the ornament itself with a little dab of glue. And then I'm going to audition where I want this on my die cut. I'm going to grab a black pen. You can use a Stampin' Right marker. I'm going to draw in just a doodle. I'm drawing a string and then a little loop and tail and a loop and tail. And I am just taking my inspiration from the Designer Series paper to make sure that we don't have ornaments in space. I feel like they should be hanging from something, and the paper gave me the perfect inspiration. So then we'll add our ornament where that little doodle ends, and there it is. And at first I was like, I can't do it. Trust me, you can do it. Just again, like the ransom note greeting, don't overthink it. Don't try too hard. It'll turn out just perfect and look great with the style of the designer series paper right below. Then we've got our little ornament here. You can grab some more of these black dimensionals. Love this stuff. I'm going to take 2 halves of a bigger one so I can spread it out, give a little bit better support. You could just save the time and put one right in the center, but I like how that supports a little bit better. We'll add that in the center of our ornament. And then a little liquid glue. We're going to add our snowflake right in the center of our circle. Cute. We can pick and stick our greeting next. Happy Christmas. And I am not going to burnish down Christmas until I know I like how it looks with happy. I want to get everything just how I like it. Then I'll press those down. Now let's deal with our stars here. All of our stars are peel and stick. What you want to do is just flick your thumb across the backer, across the edge. Pull the backer one way and the star the other way. And what you'll have is the negative pieces. You can toss those in the trash. And then the positive pieces are now peel and stick. See? I love this product. Same with these little guys. You're just going to flick against the side of your thumb. The backer is going to just fall away and peel and stick. All right, let's do the rest of our stars. Peel and stick. Got my last little star right here. Let's add that to the card front. Now it's time to embellish. You've got this card with your pearls and gingham ribbon. We're going to tie a gingham ribbon bow straight from the card, just loop. Then you notice that we don't twist anything, we just fold and pinch together. Swoop over the top, tuck where your finger is holding that space, pull, get the perfect bow every time. You can hold the center and pull the tails to adjust the loops. Pull it tight. And then when you cut away from the card, perfectly clean on that end. And this end, you just clean it up, adjust and the only bit you throw away is that. I love to tie right off the spool. We're going to add that to our ornament with a mini glue dot. And don't forget, you're making 3 copies of this card, so you want to do everything and assembly line style. Do all your bows and then adhere them all on. Then switch to pearls and do all of your pearls at one time. I love these iridescent pearls so much. We're going to add a little smattering of them. You can do what you like. Of course, I'm going to put 3 down here. I'm going to put 2 up here. And there is our Happy Christmas card. That's just so cute. All right, I've done mine so that there are 2 with the red ornament, 1 with the green ornament. Here's all 3 cards. It's our first card in the Spruced Up Mega Stamp-A-Stack. I hope that you enjoyed the project. I'll see you in video number 3, where we'll do the Merry Merry Christmas card. Thanks for being a part of the Spruced Up Mega Stamp-A-Stack. To check out, see if there are still kits available, buzz over to kitchentablestamper.com/shop. And on the right-hand side, there will be a little drop-down menu where you can sort, and see if class packets. Then you'll know if there's any of these packets available for you to follow along. If you've got questions about the project, email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com, and to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.